that we like properly manage our cost of goods sold. It's not that we properly market. We the black owned business or the woman owned business, and then a lot of them not even seeing 50,000 revenue, 100,000 revenue, and even if they are, they're not properly calculated on the books.
Right.
You know, like it's so much people basic stuff people don't be realizing that it's all connected. Even when it comes to like selling grandma's house, like you said, you got people who were homeowners, sold the house, and now live in my mom's basement. Like, how did that work?
Yeah.
Wait, what happened? I missed what we were talking about.
So you're right here.
So Julius was telling us that, telling us the numbers with percentage of income, net worth of black women versus white women. And it's very disturbing to me. So I asked for the camera to be turned back on. Just trying to, I can't even grasp that.
You gotta let everybody catch up. Repeat the statistic, because that's the part that hurts.
So the average net worth of white women is $41,000 in the United States. The average net worth of a black woman is $5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ooh. He counting out too.
That's what I'm saying. We don't spend our money on assets, and we spend our money on non-appreciating stuff. We don't buy life insurance. We don't buy real estate. That's the even in Boston, the average net worth of a person in Boston is about $232,000. The average net person of a black person in Boston is a couple $100.
What?
It's terrible. We got a whole lot of work to do for our people to position themselves properly with just the basic foundation stuff, because we have the money. It's coming through our hands. It's just going in the wrong direction.
But let me say this real quick before you go into whatever you want to.
That 6 minutes.
Does that not hurt? That hurts.
That
hurts me. That just really hurt me. And especially what you're saying, because we do know that the money is there. We're the number one consumers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And no knock to no female, because when you work hard, you buy yourself, you treat yourself, no knock to whatever, whether it's bags, whether it's, clothes, whatever you want to do, but still manage your money correctly and put yourself in a position so that money can keep coming in, so that you can keep treating yourself, so that it's not, I got a bag and later on down the line you can't, you can't get another one. You know what I'm saying? So that you can continue to live the lifestyle that we all want. We all want to look nice. We all want to have.
So two pieces real quick. George Fraser says that don't right. He says don't have a $5,000 bag with $50 in it. Have a $50 bag with $5,000 in it. And I as you were talking, I was on a podcast in Houston, so I came to get on the show, and they were talking before I got on, and the lady was saying who the richest man in the world was, and she said, and I'm like, well, I don't want to correct her, but it's Jeff. Amazon is the richest guy. But during this pandemic, what she did is she was driving, and there was a long line outside of Louis Vuitton around the corner for people to get the new bag. The guy that owns Louis Vuitton, they own Fendi, all these different, I can't think of the guy's name, he's a French guy, but he also owns Cavassier, he owns Hennessy, owns all that. He was number 14 on the billionaires list. He surpassed Jeff doing the pandemic.
No.
Yes, and everybody was ordering on Amazon because everybody got that money, and what did they go buy? Liquor, purses.
Wow.
They went and bought non-appreciating things, and we need to become the number one investors. We need to take our consumption and flip the script and utilize that money towards investing.
And we all,
whatever it is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's cool.
And I know that we all, I know, we all know where it comes from. When you have these brands and these clothes or these cars, it represents wealth. It represents, it says, I have it. I have it. That's what it says. But again, and that's a cliche, don't fake like you have it, have it. And we all can use help. We all need to be dealing with the dream team. We all could use some help to further our people. Period. And that's crazy to me.
And I tell you another story. A friend of mine that is in the motorcycles and stuff. So he was in the Harley Davis restaurant up there, and people came in. They had all the Harley gear on and everything. They driving a Harley, and he said, I looked at him. He said, Cartwright, you know what I did? I said, I'm gonna go buy stock in it. Even if you buy one share, everybody can afford one share. Maybe in Amazon, about I don't know, $3,000-4,000.
It's like $3,000.
Yeah, $3,000 for one share. But I mean, buy one share. So instead of owning it and wearing it, just go buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Go buy Nike. If it's something you like, and
Nike
you really,
like 17.
yeah, if you really pumped up about the latest stuff that came out, whether it's a fashion design, a clothing design, it's a purse. Okay, if you want to go buy it, go make sure you buy some stock in it. Just go buy the company. Then buy that. We don't even think about that because if you like it, somebody else probably like it. Just think if you bought in a Nike before LeBron James signed, 20-something years ago, whatever it was. But Nike stock is consistently done very well with LeBron James at the table. So, I mean, we like LeBron's, but we buying the tennis shoes every time a new one come out, but nobody's thinking about buying stock in it. So you got to buy it. If you want to buy it and wear it or whatever, or just buy it without wearing it. Be naked.
But seriously.
But at least you got some money. You know what I mean?
So, excuse me, y'all, if I'm being biased, because I will be in this example. But I will say I'm proud of being a millennial in this time because I feel like we're leading the renaissance of being more conscious, of being more buyer conscious.
Yeah.
Because
That's
we're
true.
learning more about stock, learning more about crypto.
Yeah.
I will say, if anything
That's
else,
true.
we are more thanks to the internet. Because I would say, so take for instance my dad generation. I'm sorry. What's that? Gen
Baby
X?
boomers.
Not baby boomers. Gen X.
Generation X, yeah.
Yeah, so they, in my opinion, I feel like they hoard information. My dad always tell me, if you figure it out, you know what I'm saying? You figure it out, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, all right, I'll figure it out. Versus now, information is out there, and people are giving the game out.
That's
They're
right.
giving it away.
That's right.
And because of that, I feel like our kids, it's twofold because it's making them kind of lazy, but at the same time, they are going to have the knowledge needed to do whatever they want to do with it. Because like I said, Walmart. Now do that on Nikes. I'm not going to slip on the shoes. But I will say this: I'm with you. I feel like at the end of the day, used, new, but I brought that off at discount.
But these my cell phones.
Oh no.
Keep them out your equation, bro. Don't get me twisted, man.
What I will say is that I'm more conscious as a consumer versus I'd rather have it than look like I have it now.
That's true. That's true.
But when you have somebody that literally has nothing, like literally is coming from a place where they have nothing, and they get a lump sum of money, it's almost when you don't know, it's almost inevitable. Just like lottery winners, they get all this money, but they have no clue.
Right.
They have no clue.
Most
So
of
the
them go
statistics show they're gonna go bankrupt. And just like, all right, I'm a female. I've never had a Louis bag. I see females with Louis bags, and I'm like, I gotta have that. That makes me look like I have it. Instead of saying, hey, I need to invest into this stuff. I need to invest. So that's something that has to change right now. Because let me tell you something. I go to TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and give me a dope leather bag.
Right.
I believe in leather. I'm not getting anything that's not leather now. We got to draw the line somewhere. I believe in leather. But I'm going to have a fly bag. I'm going to go somewhere and people are going to compliment me on my... And in those same type of situations, I have so many clothes. This year, 2021, I forced myself. I said, sit down. Wear the stuff that you have, period. Don't buy nothing else. I could pull out a $9 shirt. I could wear it 10 years from now and get a compliment on it. It's about the way you style yourself. It's about the way when you present yourself and you look nice, you look like money, period. And it doesn't even matter whether the brand name is there or not. And when you do that and you constantly do that, you will look up and have a house full of clothes. You will look up and have a closet full of bags. And you could turn around and be like, I'm going to wear this, I'm going to switch this, I'm going to do. And then you don't even switch it, though. That's the crazy part about it. You just got the stuff sitting around. But, like he's saying, invest your money into something that's going to appreciate, something that's an asset, and something that you can leave behind.
You know what's also a good thing too? Because we talk a lot about like us and our kids. For real, the movement is gonna come from us and our cousins. And it's like, it's one thing like to have it, but it's also, it's helpful, but it's a hindrance to be the only one that got it.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta be able to spread the word and position everybody. So it's like, we gonna buy the block. I'm not gonna be the only homeowner. It's gonna be me and my cousins and them, and then it's gonna be our whole last name. Like, we gonna change it to our way, and it's whatever our last name is, the family name. And if everybody start thinking about like that, then you stop being like, I'm only coming around or I'm not coming around because every time y'all call me, y'all want some money. No, it's gonna be, you pay for dinner on Tuesday, I'm gonna pay on Thursday, and then you know, you pay again on Thursday.
So you saying she get dinner tonight? So it's unclear. That's what you
Tuesday.
saying.
And do that kind of stuff with your friends. You
We
know
do
what
that.
I'm saying? Do that kind of stuff with your friends. You have trustworthy friends or family members. Y'all sit around and talk and figure out how to build wealth and say, hey, you got a 550, you got a 600, you got a 700. Let's put a plan together. We not going out every Saturday.
Yeah.
We gonna take that money that we spend on going out and we gonna start putting it towards that credit card and pay that debt down so that your credit, just like you said, that $1,000, that for now you went from 15,000 to 14,000. It makes a difference, and it definitely makes a difference with your credit score. Do that, and I know a lot of people that went into business or bought the building with their friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So do it. You know, get some trustworthy friends.
At least like an investment like trust. Like, I think a lot of people don't even realize there's so many different options. When if you got enough people willing to come together and put a little bit down, then when it comes to time to invest like a lump sum or not, and it's not even really a lump sum, but the fact that it ain't all, you're not busting one person's head open.
Oh, yeah.
We all just throw a little bit in the pot.
Group economics.
Economics. We throw a little bit in the pot every month. Then bam, when a real opportunity come up, and it's like, let's buy a lot of houses. Let's buy a bulk.
And if I could chime in, so that's what the Jews do. You have a Jewish community here in Cleveland that you can go to them and borrow money for business and they get the money interest free, and all you have to do is pay it back and agree to help somebody else. So they're not even charging, so they've taken their collective dollars to come together to do that. And that's the power of the collective mindset around everything. And then there's two people that quoted something, lady named Gail Perry Mason quoted, that we're poor, passed over opportunities repeatedly, that we continue to do that. And then Andrea Cooksey out of Houston, Texas, she always says you can't have a Range Rover or Land Rover and a landlord. In other words, you just don't go right. So we go get the car first, then we try to get the house. So you sitting up there with a Range and you paying $1,200 a month, $900 to $1,400 a month for an automobile, but then you renting and you paying a landlord. They just don't go. You can't have a $70,000, $80,000, $100,000 vehicle and then be renting. It doesn't pencil. It doesn't make sense. So we have to. It's the mindset that we can just get our arms around, educating our people and raising them enlightenment. So that they understand what's going on.
And going back to the collectively doing it as a family or a group or friends or however you want to do it, you don't know if somebody gonna go up the deep end and act a fool 2 years down the line. Make sure it's written up. Make sure it's written up in the contract. Make sure you go so you can act the whole fool. I don't care what you act. This is what you're getting. This is what I'm getting, and this is what we all get. So write it up so that things are legit and everybody know where everybody stands.
Exactly.
And then one thing about life is, just like these groups and entertainers or TV show, they break up because everybody not getting along. Don't let nobody stop your money. I don't have to like you. I don't have to like you. I don't have to hang with you every day. But guess what? If we in business, that's what's important in our relationship, our business. I don't have to kick it with you. We don't have to be friends. We gotta make this work collectively.
That's right.
And that's where people fall. Why you gonna let your attitude or your emotions mess with your bread? It just is. Those don't go together.
That's
just
right.
like that
That's
range and that rent.
That's right.
Like come on.
Well, we did a story on a brother in Houston, and he basically, his family owned 150 acres, and they've owned it 140 years.
That's beautiful.
And he got it from his great-great-grandmother that taught them how to.
He don't know what acres is. Break it down so she know what. That's because when you say 140 acres, I don't think other people understand what you mean by that. That's a lot of land.
That's a lot of land. That's down in Louisiana. What's they had actual slaves working on their land picking cotton. So they did cotton for X amount of years. Then they went to the corn for ethanol. Now they growing hemp because they making all of this money, and it's in the family. And during that generation, they have been, talked about, some family members talk about selling it, and Richard Johnson is like, no, we're not selling this land. In fact, he's applying for this land grant to try to get another 100 acres to add to it. And it's like 4 or 5 generations deep. Because if you go back that many years, I think we owned like 10 million acres of land, blacks, but now it's down to like a couple million because we either sold it, lost it, got swindled out of it, all of that because we didn't really know.
Understand the value of it all.
We didn't understand the value of it. And now you can see, now that you start to see marijuana become legal in a lot of states, the farmland is the biggest thing happening. They've made money off of, having the towers for cell phones and all that land. You just can't mess with land. If you can maintain it and it pays for itself. And now everything is, he's still got the tractors and stuff, but everything is automated. The whole farming industry is automated. You got machinery doing it. You don't need individuals down there doing all that work. So all of us could be farmers and be right here in Cleveland. We don't even have to do that work. We just pay, systems to do it.
To pull a little farm, no?
Yes, I'm over here like this.
Kid and already got a garden, and so she got actual
I'm over here like,
make some great for the wine, you know what I'm saying?
Right, we definitely gotta have a
make some hemp for me,
we
you know
gotta
what I'm saying?
have
Right, you know what I'm saying?
We're gonna get you together.
Yeah, no.
we gotta keep you calm.
Right.
Off. Medicinal.
Yeah, medicinal. Yeah.
Make sure you get a call.
Mama, it's medicinal, Mom. I was joking, Ma. I was joking.
She know you slow.
But no, y'all bring up a lot of great points. And back to Nakia was saying, as far as, because I know other cultures they do all the time. They could be 3 of them in the room and they can talk just like how we're talking now and write up a whole contract and be in business that very next day. And I know with us as the people, unfortunately, we have the stigma like, no, he gonna try to take my money. We got to get out of that. If we're going to try to advance, we can't do it by ourselves.
Nope.
No, you can't make big boss moves. We can make boss moves, but we trying to buy the block, like Keita said. Yeah, right. Yes. Them 100. We need y'all. Y'all need each other. We all need each other. We need. It's time to straighten up. Yes. Period. Point blank. It's time to stop being last with everything,
right? Yep.
Except for our culture, because y'all know we laugh like that. They love that about us. Like, some of that. We #1 with the culture. Come on, but everything else, we gotta get paid for that. It's time to get paid for that. For everybody, looking at us for the livest, looking at us for what we got on, looking at what we have on, looking at us for how we dance and how we doing music, how we, the whole thing. It's time for us to stop playing around and get ourselves together so that we are doing what's right for our people. We can't keep, how long can we do this? How long can we just continue to not pull it all together? It's past time, and we need to do it with a sense of urgency. Hearing those numbers, it's devastating.
Y'all should have seen the kid's face. The kid was just,
turn the camera back.
She was like, cut it on. I was like, ooh, I didn't know what was happening. Did I say the wrong thing? I'm petrified.
What are you saying?
I'm like, it's pull up time for real. I'm out of here. $5,000.
She done pulled up on you for
We're
real.
gonna put up the camera. This is a bonus session up in here.
It was here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we never
Time
catch
out.
it. We
We
never
never
do
do.
this part.
We never
always
do.
do this off camera.
We really do
But-
every single time.
It's the
You know what's so
aftermath,
crazy
you know?
though? Like, and we hold
I feel like
ourselves
Dr.
back.
Dre now. After
Yeah.
that shit night, this aftermath. I don't know what's going on.
No, but this is serious, and I feel like this is a great way to put light on the 100. Because a lot of us feel like, even if we don't think somebody gonna swindle us, we gotta know every little piece of the plan before we could buy into it.
That's true.
Where the plan is gonna continue to develop itself because new things happen every single day. Today, circumstance, today, tomorrow. So you gotta jump in now, position yourself so once it do come up, you're ready. You can't keep trying to get ready. And eventually I'm gonna jump in because by the time you're ready,
So what?
yeah, the best time to get on the plane is before it take off.
That's right.
You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
And the
Otherwise-
people that we talk to in the pull-up experience, you know, all these people out here that are business owners, that are entrepreneurs, you know, we do have this conversation. We end up having conversations such as this,
Right.
Yeah.
to where we all feel like it's time for a change.
Yeah.
You know, and so there are enough of us out here. There are enough of us to make some serious moves. We just have to say, this is it. This is what we gonna do. If we gotta join together, just like the bus movement. You know, they collectively came together and said, I don't care how your feet feel. I don't care how many blisters you got. We walking. We getting in
right.
these cars. We not getting on those buses. And that's what it's going to take for everybody to be sick and tired and say, look, like I said, I get tired of hearing statistics like that where we're last at everything.
Well, I think you spot
Because
on.
we are a beautiful people. Let's keep that in mind. Come
Yeah,
on
you're
now,
right.
y'all.
But I mean, I think you spot on. I think everybody tried to do it individually. You know, I'm just trying to do my business, and my business trying to be successful. And we're not thinking about the whole collaborative
collaborative
effort.
effort.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's so critical. And in order, you know, if my business is successful and your businesses are not, then that doesn't help the economic plight of our people.
Mhm.
Because now we doing that solo thing. You know what I'm
It
saying?
get old.
It's
Yeah.
been woven into our history, though. And we
Yeah,
won't go
yeah.
into that right now, but it has been woven into our history to have that type of attitude. And it's just time to, you know, I want to touch on this real quick for 2 seconds. I had a young lady call me asking me about wine. Can I teach her? Can I help her learn how to make wine? And I talked to everybody around me. I talked to y'all. I talked to friends. I talked to family. And I got mixed answers about what I should do. If anybody has come to and had a wine tasting at TPUE Wines, I touch on how I got started and how much work it took for me to get started, because I'm not a liquor store, I'm not a bar, I'm not a restaurant, I'm not, you know, a grab and go. I am producing and manufacturing alcohol. It is not the same thing. There is way more to it, from insurance to the different state agencies. It's not just calling down to Department of Commerce, state liquor. It's not just that. There's so much more to it. And I went through,
Right.
so much research because I didn't have anyone to ask. And so when this young lady came to me, I said, you gotta pay for it, babe. You gotta pay for it.
Right,
And
right.
I didn't hear another word from her. And I'm okay with giving you the game. I'll walk you step by step through it. It's a lot to it.
Right.
But I just, because of what I had to go through and the work that it took me,
Yes.
I just can't give it to you.
No, there's some
Right.
value there.
There's definite
A lot of
value.
stuff to be taken advantage
You know what I'm
of.
saying? Right. I can't just put you all the way on like that. It's work.
gotta get out of that,
It's a
man.
lot of work involved.
Yeah.
But I don't have any problem with anybody coming to me asking me for the game at all. But you gotta know.
You gotta pay, and
Yeah.
I feel like we gotta get
And
out
if you're
of that.
serious about it, and this is what you want to do, because I get all day, I want to make wine. I want to make wine. I always wanted to make wine. I always, you know, and that's okay. You really might want to
sound
make
cute.
wine,
Yeah.
But you if you're serious about it, you know what I'm saying. And that's still, I didn't turn her away. I will still give her the game. If you still interested, young lady. But you know, it's the information is out there, and we do all have to support each other.
Exactly.
But we also have to know that, you know, just like you gonna pay to take this real estate class, just
It's
like
an
you gonna pay to, it's an
You gotta pay your
investment.
dues and you gotta
Yes,
invest.
it's
Yeah,
yes,
that's right.
yes,
No free lunch.
yeah.
Yeah, and we gotta get out of that because I know, you know what I'm saying, I can't go to Keith like, Keith, can I get a discount on your classes? When
I
Don't
Okay,
say that.
Kim.
You
Come
was
on,
tell-
come
don't
on,
tell her to tell.
all right, all right.
Cause you know you get a discount. Don't
I do get a discount, but
You about to get
time
fucked
out.
up.
She
But time out.
offered it to us.
Exactly,
But
exactly.
I reached out and was like,
Exactly.
I want
They
to
do
pay
pay
for your class.
Right.
Yeah, even my friends do.
Yeah,
Right,
I'm
exactly.
not doing that. I'm
Right,
not
right,
asking
and we
for
do
nothing
for it
for
because,
free.
right, yeah,
No.
exactly. We know we
You
know
got
the
on
value.
the extended payment.
Yeah, I'm about to say, man, she come
You don't even listen. That'd be the thing.
You never lie.
pay it.
You
That's
never
why he
lie.
gotta pay. You give all. Here's the thing though. You give so much information away, people be thinking like, oh, it's always gonna be there. It's always gonna be the
Yeah.
same. I'm gonna apply. I'm gonna get to it. I swear I'm gonna get around to it.
That's me.
When
That
people
is
pay their
me.
money, the more they pay attention. So when they
Yeah.
start to make an investment in themselves, they at least want to get their money back. So
Yeah.
it's like I'm
Yeah.
gonna apply what you said just to see if I could get the value, not just from hearing it, but from actually the application. When you put that
Mhm.
money down, and it's like, oh no, I gotta get my money back. Even if I put on my credit card, I gotta pay this off.
Right,
And
right.
I want
Right,
to pay it
right, right.
early so
So
I can
now,
really
like-
build my credit. So it's
Yeah,
like,
they appreciate
okay,
it
let's
more.
get to work. You know, I'm gonna put you together. I'm gonna get you all the way together.
And my thing is this: you can. So let's say in the kids' case, if you decide you don't want to go the route paying, you gonna mess around and be on Google for hours on end, days on end, going
Now,
through all
what?
these things.
You
that-
don't even know.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
'cause you don't
right.
even know the right
You don't
questions
even
to
know.
ask.
Exactly. Or the right people you need to deal with. You
No.
can super side. You can just
Even insurance. Even insurance.
Exactly.
You got a store, you got a business, you get insurance. You get a certain. It was hard for me to even find insurance though. Once again, I'm making a
Well, you
product.
pioneer, you pioneering in your industry.
Exactly.
And
So
cutting edge, and nobody doing it. You know.
Not doing it right anyway.
Yep.
For sure, she got that one on lock, bro.
nice card.
No, she definitely got it on lock. But I think these are the type of conversations. Like if we get serious and really put pen to paper, put a real game plan together, we do this 100 a month. I think we could really change
Please,
lives here
guys.
for
Please,
our city.
guys.
I mean, why not? And then
Please,
people really
guys.
can't. We're in a position to not only to just buy a house or whatever, but to make
Business.
solid investment decisions. Yeah, because you're a business person, regardless of if you actually own the business or not. The fact that you are big business and everybody sees us as big business, but ourselves.
Right, right.
Everybody looks at you and see dollar sign, dollar sign,
True.
dollar sign. And
Drop
it's
the-
like
drop the
how
mic.
much? Yeah, like they know their target, they know their consumer, and they know we're the biggest
You're the
group of
best in the
consumers.
Y'all probably ain't gonna want to put me back on the show.
no.
I got another idea y'all need to do.
Now come on with it.
Let me say this real quick. You
Alright.
just named 25 things. Even for a person that got a 300 credit score, they gonna put you together. He just named 25 different ways they can put y'all together. So just keep that in mind.
And put it in print.
If you did a lot of messing up and you didn't know about how important credit was and your credit score is low, they still, the dream team still got your back. Just don't forget that. Don't be afraid to come forward and say, hey, I got a 300 credit score.
Right, or I need help.
Right.
That's another
Just
thing.
That's right.
come on with it, cause that's the plan to get everybody on.
So what y'all should do, here's another idea. So y'all better stop me because I just come up with ideas all night long. So you'll be cutting it off, cutting it back on. What time is 11 o'clock?
That's how we
Cut
got
it back
together.
on.
That's how we got me. Nobody saw it, but that's what happened.
So one of the things that I'm hearing and picking up on is that you guys should do an investment club for business owners. So you take all of the people, business owners, to put up the money for the investment club per month, and then y'all can decide which businesses y'all want to
Man.
partner with and or fund.
Dang,
You
Julius.
know what I'm
I
saying?
love that.
I'm gonna use
And everybody can pay $100 a
Brandon
month.
phrase. You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. That's a great idea. You ain't never lied. Hey,
She got you.
Oh my God. That's hey. Yeah,
When you right, you right.
yeah,
though.
you right. That's good stuff right
But if
there.
y'all
Yeah,
got all
that's
these,
good
y'all got
stuff.
all these small business and large business and entrepreneurs and startups watching, they do $100 a month. all each business. How much money y'all pull together?
Buying the block, buying the neighborhood, period.
Yeah,
Julius,
that's how you take over.
we need one of those drop bombs. We need to invest in that first.
Drop it a clues bar.
Right, man, right. Come on, because that is a
Shout
dope
out to
idea.
Charlamagne. Drop it a clues
right,
bar.
right.
This the accountant person, right?
Oh man, what?
She
That brain
can
right there.
account. She can account for all the money, so that's the whole management thing of it
yeah.
to an investment club, and then collectively everybody vote on where the money go and how you use it. Put your bylaws together. It's a done deal.
Man.
They got a
Buy
national
the building with
association.
all the storefronts at the bottom. You know what
Yep,
I'm saying?
yep.
At the bottom, we all got our own thing going on.
Have a
You can
co-op,
get your
you know what I'm
wine, you
saying?
can get your
Yep, yep.
business together.
Because
You
the
can get
business
real
independence is
estate.
off the
Come on.
chain. Yep.
What?
Man, oh, man, this on tape. This definitely on tape. Man.
Oh, this is on
Yeah,
tape.
it's on tape. I'm
we
we playing this back.
Start
We
the
never
tape
get
again.
recorded.
Rewind.
Right, no, this is good stuff right here.
Yeah.
So now, man, because the initial vision for the pull up wasn't because we were growing so exponentially that, to be honest, that's not
It's hard to keep up with.
I know.
Right.
No,
Listen.
Yeah, it's hard
You
to
need
keep
a-
up
you
with
need
the
a whole team
entrepreneurs.
because
There's
you
so
got a
many
lot.
of
You got a
them.
lot
Yeah,
going on.
and there's so
Yeah.
many people that we do feature, a lot of opportunity to get featured,
Mhm.
a lot of opportunity just to be in our realm, even with the events.
Yeah.
We do a lot of exposure and elevation, like that's our core, what we do at the core.
Uh-huh.
And how, like a co-op or any type, like you said, just an investment club, period. So we all vote. I like it.
I love
Then,
it.
then you know we're gonna get the cover story on the
Oh, for
equity
sure.
movement. You know what I'm saying?
No,
That's
listen.
Oh
right.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look at all the. If you go back and watch all the episodes, it's something for everybody, and it's building. It's
Right.
constantly building.
Yeah.
And I really think I love the ideas that you came up with because I feel like it's attainable. You know what I'm saying? This is a platform for you to get on here, and if we haven't reached out to you, we got
get
you on
to
the
it.
list.
Yeah.
Trust
We
me.
coming to
We
you.
coming. We coming. We're booked.
We are
We're coming. We're coming. Don't think
Coming.
we forgot about you.
No.
And we haven't. We definitely
We have
have
not.
you. We have you down. You won't. Just put it
Exactly.
like that. But it's constantly building, and this is the start right here. This is the start of us doing the things that you're speaking of, as far as bringing our people in the game.
Right.
Because
That's
we
right.
haven't been in the game for far too long. You
That's
ain't
true.
talking about 1968.
That's right. That's right.
It's 2022. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on.
And one of the things, like I said, I feel like it's a whole renaissance because going back to shout out to Earn Your Leisure, shout out to y'all brothers, man. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
y'all doing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love their
Yes.
story is how they say all the time. 2 years ago, 3 iPhones, and now look at them. They got a show.
Love
They
the
got-
new office.
Man,
too.
they got office in New York,
Yes.
Atlanta, and I think
Love
they got
the
another
new
one.
office.
And just think about how far they can go. And listen, y'all, I'm gonna say it. I'm just gonna
We-
say it. We on our way.
We on the way.
We on the way.
We on the way.
I'm not boasting. I'm not trying to brag nothing like that. But I will say that it's to you guys who watch this and to
Exactly.
the great entrepreneurs who we have on the show to showcase once again that like Atlanta, like New York, like California, Cleveland ain't no different.
Show love.
I would say even better. That's just me though. I'm being biased. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, there are a lot of great entrepreneurs doing great things in the city that don't get the shine they deserve.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Agreed.
That's
Agreed.
true, yeah.
And that's why I love what we do. I love this guy. I love it. I'll be up all night.
Yeah.
I'll be up
He
there.
really do.
I'll be in the kitchen and just I'll listen to podcast like the video like oh my god like that's crazy. I'll be in there pumping myself up with the stuff that you said. But
Yes.
I get excited because once again this is I had the idea but now for it to be fruition and thank you ladies and thank
Shout
you
out to
guys.
Brandon.
No.
Shout out to Brandon. No, for real. And I
Nowhere.
couldn't figure out when to do this, but I think about it all the time. I'd be like, shout out to Brandon. Brandon put every piece together. You know, he is the start. He put the idea out there. He reached out to. I saw Brandon one week and them two through a networking event 2 weeks later.
Yeah, that's probably the same week I met him.
Seriously,
Wow,
like,
that's
yeah.
cool.
and
Wow.
from then on, you know, he had the idea, and like he literally is the glue.
He
No,
is
He is
the
the glue.
visionary of our
Yes,
whole group.
definitely.
Listen, I
definitely.
let me tell, and if I always want to say this, if nothing else is a show of group empowerment and group economics, this is right here, the pull experience is that right there, because I couldn't do it myself. I might have had the vision, but it took me meeting them once again, because anybody who knows me, y'all know, everyone know behind the scenes. Let me cut y'all in. I am very boo-boo at administrative work, you know what I'm saying?
He's been testing it and doing great. Though.
I am doing horrible. Yes. Thank you guys.
Yeah. About like 5-6 months. I know y'all be thinking we be so far because we just have grown, but that's a testament to the team, and I love y'all for real.
Yeah, I was about to say, when you see our text, you every few texts you see, I love y'all.
Yeah, it is a very.
I love y'all though.
Yeah, no,
that's good though.
Yeah, to have a real team that you actually on and off camera, I really do appreciate y'all. And I will say, when it comes to cohesion, a collective effort, everybody shines without. It's really like a birthday cake. Like you could. Even if you ain't lit yet, I'm gonna tilt over. We're gonna be lit together. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna enjoy this. When they see us, they're gonna smile. They're gonna be happy. They're gonna be singing. We're going to be a whole thing, just our presentation. And it's not even the same if we're not a part of it, right? And I love that we have that, because y'all are the candles on my little pancake. No, but they kill it. Brandon is a visionary. Nakia brings it all together. They allow me the opportunity to come tell my little corny jokes, and they even giggle sometimes.
They all corny.
So I get excited every week, 2-3 times a week, and that's how y'all know, because it is maybe 5 months. It might be almost 6 months.
Is it 6 months?
We might be pushing 6 months. Are you
serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
That me and Brandon finally first met, and we did the speed networking, and they just kind of
send them DMs, y'all. You know what I'm saying? They said DMs. You know, some DMs is bad.
I would never answer another DM. I get text after text after text.
Bling, 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 bling.
But you know what? I love my little team. And then we not even little, because I feel like that's haters when they be like, your little team. We definitely doing big
It's not little.
for our city. And we're continuing just having these conversations, being in the right room to have the right conversations. Because so many people will talk, and a lot of people talk just to say something. These people say something when they talk, and it's so different. But being in the right room changes your trajectory. It changes the way you think. It changes the way you're able to execute, instead of just learning. It's like, nope, that's the idea. We all gonna move on it. It's not gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be progress, and we're gonna continue until we get it. You know, we're gonna do it till we get it right, then we're gonna keep going until we can't get it wrong. Y'all know that's like my mantra. So y'all help us to figure it out every single week. Y'all make it happen.
And what better way to get it started than somebody that's been in the game for 34 years, that can give us the knowledge that we need, that can help us individually, and that can help us collectively do some big things. I love it.
On a national level.
Like, I literally almost didn't make it. Y'all know I cut out and be like, y'all know I gotta work on the wine. In a heartbeat. I gotta work on the wine today. But I was like, I'm gonna make it down. I'm going.
Well, what was helpful tonight, because we're in wintertime, it's real cold, because normally when we do these sessions, I make sure people bring their umbrellas, because I always make it rain. So, you know, but it's snowing right now, so it can't rain. So the rainmaker can't make it rain. I'm just keeping it 100. That's what they call me around nationally. I'm the rainmaker. I make it rain and everybody get wet. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it 100.
Now I'm going to the office.
Yes, came with some dope ideas, period.
I'm going to be singing that around the office. I'm like, I can't stand the rain. I'm gonna start singing that all night. You didn't mess me now, Julius. Now
just play it on the loudspeaker.
Yep. I'll be playing and all homies sitting there.
That was off key right there. Please don't sing it.
I don't know where that was at.
You gonna break some glasses with that one. Break some glasses.
But shoot, y'all, hey, we gonna be here all night. You know what I'm saying? But this
was the behind the scenes.
Yep, this is behind the scenes.
We always talk about it.
Always,
this is pull up after dark, y'all. Pull up after dark.
Exactly.
Yep. Y'all can give me some more ideas. Y'all better cut the camera off.
I love it. No,
I see some clouds coming, so might be some more rain. I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all. You know.
Because I mean, how many episodes have we done? We be like, damn, we should have recorded that. You know what I'm saying?
Legit every single
one. You know what I'm saying? But
now you giving the rainmaker what happened.
Right.
The
and guess
rainmaker.
what? Time out. This episode 20, by the way.
Is it?
This is episode 20.
Episode 20, it is.
This is a
It
great way to you know what I'm saying, bring it around. Episode 20, why not with the Rainmaker, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That'll be the title.
Right, why not with the Rainmaker?
But
Don't forget the cartwheels now.
no,
Oh, yeah,
no.
cartwheels,
Oh,
yeah.
so many titles to choose from now. I don't know what to choose. You know what I'm saying?
I was looking goofy into the camera for a second, like I just faded off for a second just now. And the reason why I did that is because I just want, our audience to know that we support everybody.
Yes.
We support everybody. This conversation is about our race just because of the state that we're in. But we definitely support everybody, and you'll see that from all of our guests. But we do know a lot of Black entrepreneurs.
That's important.
Yes, and it is important that we support each other the way that other races do.
Absolutely.
And, but keep in mind, once again, we do support everybody, and you'll see that from the guests that we have and who we showcase.
Absolutely. And my thing is this: in order for us to support others, we first got to support ourselves, guys, and nothing else. Because unfortunately, that's not a big thing in our community. But once again, I appreciate it because that's what we're doing.
Yeah,
So,
we're starting. We're starting. We're gonna stand behind our words, stand behind these ideas because they are they're dope. They are
I'm working on tonight.
a good. Yeah.
I'm gonna start looking at how
I'm
can
excited.
we do
I'm
collective
excited.
economic, like how can we start up a group like that? Cause I know we gotta go through the FCC, or not FCC, was it? I forgot. But when you're dealing with other people's money, you have to do something. So it's bylaw, like
No,
said.
you don't. You just put the bylaws because you don't have to go through the SEC or anything.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
No.
Just put the
And
bylaws
then
together.
deal bylaws. Don't put a piece of paper say bylaws, and that's it.
I got another idea, but I'm just gonna stop, man. 'Cause it's just, I'm gonna go ahead and stop, man. I'm going to cut the remote off, man.
There we go, y'all. There we go.
On some loose leaf.
Yeah, right. Color paper, you know what I'm saying? So the kids didn't want no more, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. But Julius, we can't thank you enough. Once again, you know what I'm saying? Because
Serious Jules.
Yeah, no, serious.
Jules for Julius.
Yeah. Oh my.
That's what it is.
Jules for Julius.
Julius rocking Jules.
Cartwright for Cartwright and the
Rockin'
Rainmaker.
Jules.
Y'all choose in the comments which one should you.
What's that name is y'all?
We gonna name it. We got so many, y'all.
But y'all know where Brandon came from, though.
Yeah,
Now
exactly.
y'all know where Brandon came from.
I get it from the Rainmaker.
You
Call
get-
me the
you-
puddle.
You get to see his other video. Oh, Lord. Peter.
There's something seriously wrong with you. But not there she's
You can't even talk behind that one. Just pull up. You gotta pull up and park on that one.
And park.
but not your average broker. That's right.
Yep. Not that right. Where do you think I got it from? You know what I'm saying?
No, it's something wrong with
Yeah,
you.
no, listen, he
We
Birdman,
need to
I'm Lil Wayne, you know what I'm saying? You know? So,
Oh, man. On that note.
You better cut it off, y'all.
On that note.
Y'all ain't used to going this late, not with the
No,
Rainmaker,
yeah.
so you better cut it off.
oh, y'all.
You don't want people to unsubscribe.
Right.
They gonna come.
Nah.
They really gonna run.
Right.
Julius
It's like a
dropped
preview.
gems. For sure.
Oh, all right, we're gonna end it now. We're gonna be going all night. We thank y'all, and we'll see y'all next
Yes,
time.
make sure y'all check out episode 20. This was a dope
Episode
episode.
20.
Love
Yeah.
it.
Yep, thank you. Thank you again, Julius.
Thank y'all, y'all. Thank you.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Bye-bye.
That was a good one.
Yes. Yes. Make sure